Episode 336. Hello, lovely ladies. Welcome to the Sophie's Choice podcast show. My name is Sophie. I'm a psychologist and an energy shifter, and I do things quite differently than all the other law of attraction coaches out there. Manifesting is truly about the art of allowing. You do not manifest by meditating or reading LOA books. So forget everything you think you know about running a successful business and about the law of attraction and get ready to manifest beyond your wildest dreams. Let's get going.
Unique and perfect is what you are. Your miracle will come true. Sophie's Choice.
Okay, gorgeous souls. I'm actually outside right now at a beautiful spot at the water, and I was actually planning to walk here and just sit by the water, but the pier, like the sort of bridge in the water where you can normally sit on, got busted, I think, by either a storm or a boat. I'm not sure, but it's not available any longer. So a little restaurant opened up just besides it, and I was like, okay, I'll just sit there and then just do my little work and record my beautiful episode that I just felt inside of me, even though I wasn't sure yet what we were going to record. I do apologize for the airplanes. There's nothing I can do about it. I live in Aalsmeer and Corona is not so active anymore, so the airplanes are flying again. So forgive me for that, but other than that, I think the sound is pretty okay. You can hear the little birds at the back and at the background. And I just really hope you're gonna enjoy this beautiful episode. So I want to talk about a topic which I think is very relatable for all women, especially for the women who are moms. But I actually discovered that I have been doing this and I've been feeling this for so long, even before I was a mom. But now I am a mom, it gets enhanced a little bit more, and I get invited more to really look at it and to pay attention to it even more. It's like, since I have my daughter, I feel like self-care is even more important than it was when I didn't physically have her in my life yet. And this topic was actually in my mind for the longest time, and recently I received a voice memo of one of the one-on-one clients I work with in my beautiful one-on-one energetic containers, and she was actually talking about the same thing, how she's like so invested in her children, and especially the first 20 years of her children's life, she was like all there for them, and she sort of totally forgot about herself. Now she's actually in my program. She just turned 15, and we are building this amazing soul-aligned business for her. And the funniest part is that things are evolving that we couldn't even predict at forehand. So she sort of came to me, or she didn't came to me actually. I approached her because she was in a challenge of mine, a free challenge, and I got so excited about the gift that she showed during that challenge that I just reached out to her and I said, like, if you ever want to take things to the next level, I would love to work with you. And she really felt that invitation, so we had a call on Zoom, and she was like, yes, I totally feel this as well. And well, from there on, we just decided to start working together, and it's been such a beautiful journey. So she does these beautiful prayers, and praying is actually her method of becoming in alignment, to truly live her life from that soul aligned space. And she used to work, she has this online training, and she did all this online marketing stuff, but it just never really felt so aligned to her, and she really didn't feel like it matches her soul. And in this time that we are spending together, something really beautiful evolved, and she just sort of remembered, like, hey, before I just sort of had my children and before this whole journey, I was a very strong and powerful journalist. I did all these theater shows, I sang. There was like a whole different life that was part of my journey. And she sort of started remembering that. And she was like, oh my God, that was so freaking awesome. And I really she really felt herself being pulled towards that direction. And during our time together, we sort of discovered, and it sort of soul showed us, like, that's the way you have to go. You have to combine those two. You have to step out of the realm of like the standard online marketing stuff, like the standard offerings, and let soul lead you. So I really helped her energetically to be led from soul. And she went to Venice, which is so funny because we go to Venice a lot. Venice is like our spiritual home. We love that place, and we know the people who live there and work there. And I don't know, just like it's the most beautiful place for us. And it was so funny that she actually went there, and there she sort of had her epiphany, and things started shifting for her, and she came back with so much clarity. And now she's actually hosting her first theater, like a theater show, like her prayer theater show. I'm not sure how she's gonna call it yet, but I encourage her to incorporate the prayer stuff for sure, because it's truly magnetic what she does with her prayers, and she has such a strong presence, and it feels so aligned what she's doing. And it was so interesting because she's a manifesting generator like me, and we were sort of going towards the end of our coaching time together. I work typically in 3 months or 6 months containers, so we were going towards the end of our 3-month container. And I'm very strict about the ending of my programs now. In the past that was a little bit different, but I sort of noticed, like, if you want to really make transformations, you really also have to set your boundaries, energetic boundaries, for both myself and my clients to really get the results which they want to achieve. And then at the end of those 3 months or 6 months, people can decide if they want to continue to work with me or not. And so we were approaching sort of our final stage, and I was like, okay, remember, that's the final date, and then we really gonna stop. And so if you want to create something, now is the time, because see, was sort of we really took the first couple of months of this program just to, like, we really let the energy do the work. We didn't really physically met so much, either in Zoom calls or phone calls or voice memos, because it was just energetic work which was going on. And now we were both like, okay, we got a month left. I really want you to get like a physical result out of this 3 months that we worked together. And she was like, yes. And she also sort of felt like the tension, like, oh my God, then I only have 1 month left. I was like, that is so right for you, because if I give you more time, seriously, the only thing what you're going to do is you're going to postpone things. You're not going to come in action. So she was like, okay, yes, okay, we're going to do this. And so I set the boundary, I set the date. I said, okay, this is going to be our last day, no matter what happens. Even if you get sick, even if you go on holiday, even if something, whatever happens, this is the last day. It's very, very important in your coaching, in your programs, in your offerings that you design, that you set those energetic boundaries. Truly, not only for yourself, but especially for your clients. It really helps them. And she got in action, like, and within like a couple of days, she had booked the most beautiful theater for her show. She has this magnificent prize that she allowed for that theater. Everything just started flowing. By the way, I really want to encourage you, if you sort of feel compelled to know more about this, go to her website, because she has this beautiful sales page where you can sort of get a glimpse of what the vibe will be from the prayer event. But it's really such a beautiful soul aligned thing she's gonna create. It's I'm very excited about it, and I really want to be part of it, and I really want to attend because I just feel like it's going to be such a beautiful, beautiful soul activator for everyone who's going to join. So check her page out if you are feeling called to do that. But it's a very long intro for what I wanted to talk about, because what I wanted to talk about was about setting those boundaries as well if it comes to taking care of ourselves. So, I mean, I think like every mom can relate that our children are, of course, the most important thing in the world. But I do also believe that if we don't take care of ourselves, we are not able to serve our children in the best way. And since I really am here to serve my daughter in the best way, it means that I have to serve myself first and foremost. And that really, really hit me stronger now I have her, because before I would also a lot of the time do a lot of things for other people without me even noticing it. But I am actually a very big people pleaser, even though I might act really tough sometimes and be like, oh yeah, I do my own thing, and I do my own thing. Sure, that's true. But if it comes to my inner circle, I just discovered that it's not even such a physical thing for me, but energetically, I'm always in my head thinking about those people that I love. So, about my mother, if she is content with how often we come to visit her. My father, my husband, is he content with the amount of attention he gets? My brother, my sister-in-law, I'm always actually thinking about them. And it's actually not only my inner circle, family wise, but also like my clients. They are always in my mind, like, okay, am I giving them enough? Am I present enough? And before I had Zoe Sophia, it was different. I could lose myself in that. But now I have her, I feel like such a responsibility to not get caught up in that story. So of course I care, and I love my mother, I love my husband, I love my brother, I love my sister-in-law, I love my clients. I love my one-on-one clients. I love the women who work with me right now in the Selling Queen journey. I love the women who are working with me now in my signature program, the Wealth Frequency Mentorship Program. I love them all. I love the soul aligned sisters that I sort of connect with more on a mastermind level. I love each and every one of them. I love you. I love the women who listen to my podcast show. I love the women who are on my mailing list. However, I am not responsible for all of your happiness. It is your job to claim your happiness. It is your job to set your own energetic boundaries. It is your job to feel which next step is soul aligned for you. And since I started doing that and really allowing myself to enjoy my time by myself with my daughter and without my daughter, I have to admit that I do not have a lot of time without my daughter. I mean, honestly, right now, if it's like a half an hour a day, that's the max probably. But I have to say, like maybe for other, it sort of depends on the person, but for me it just feels so soul aligned to have her close with me. Like right now she's sleeping at my body right now, and we're just so connected. So for me it just feels really good to have her with me, and I'm really sure that in time that will change gradually. So in time we will just take our steps and it will feel so natural. I really believe in that natural way of raising our children, feeling what feels so aligned to you, letting them sleep with you as long as it feels so aligned. And I really believe that at the right timing the next step will come, and like a little more distance will be allowed. But I don't believe in forcing that into the existence of our children. I mean, for other people it might be a soul aligned journey to do that, but for me and for my daughter at least, and for my husband, it doesn't. I just want to do it gradually, and if that's like different than how other people do it, then so be it. But I am allowing myself time off, like going to this place right now and just sitting at this table and just ordering a tea for myself, having my journaling prompts with me, and actually having Maurice and Bunker at home. That is something I would never ever have done before, because I would also always feel so like I have to be there for them, which is totally in my mind, because if I don't allow myself that time, people will also claim that energy, right? But since I just started embracing this part of me and really allowing myself this time, it's very fluent, and it's very, he likes it when I go and take these sort of discovering journeys by myself with her, and just sitting here at a restaurant ordering a tea. It's such a simple thing, and I don't know if you can relate, but I really used to not even allow myself that time to just sit and enjoy a cup of tea. I wouldn't. And I'm pretty sure there are things that you are like not yet fully claiming, that you, if you would truly tap into that soul aligned entrepreneur and mother and spouse that you are, I'm pretty sure there will be things that you could do to really tap into that place. And today's episode is really about inviting you to tap into that place and allow yourself to be that magnetic, beautiful, powerful soul that you are, and allowing yourself everything that you desire. And that includes drinking a cup of tea by yourself at the edge of a beautiful water canal, or at the sea, or maybe somewhere in the boots. I don't know what it is, but just claim it. Write down your energetic boundaries, write down what you are no longer available for, and write down where you are so available for. And that also goes for the type of clients you want to work with, the type of customers you want to attract. Like if I look at my journey, and if I look at like my business, I have evolved so much. Like in the beginning, I have drawn in so many women, so many clients that weren't actually a soul aligned match, but because I wasn't like this strong yet in my energy, I would just sort of go with it, even though it felt not soul aligned, and I knew, okay, this is not a match. I wasn't yet courageous enough to say no. And right now I sort of notice that I don't even attract those type of women anymore. But even if I would be strong enough to say, okay, this is not an energetic match. I really don't think we should go on this journey together. And I'm really like right now in my business just so open to be surprised by the amazing soul aligned customers I'm attracting. I'm truly surprised by every woman that comes into my container, because I'm discovering things about them that, like, oh my god, that is so freaking amazing. Like I'm really attracting a lot of women who are like actually hidden artists, or hidden musicians, or hidden photographers, right? So it's so funny. I have a lot of psychologists right now in my container, and they all turn out to be like either also a singer or photographer or painters, and they really are discovering like, oh my god, this, I can combine these things and it makes so much sense. And they feel so alive, and I feel so alive by watching their journey and getting those emails from their email list in my mailbox. Like I open them, I'm like, oh my god, I freaking love your content. So I'm really excited about this journey, and I really want to leave you just with all my love, all my presence, and just like me expressing to you that I have total belief and faith that you can do this, and that you are so capable of setting your own energetic boundaries, and that you are like, you don't need anybody. That being said, I do want to invite you to my Selling Queen journey. And today I'm actually choosing the Selling Queen journey instead of my Wealth Frequency Mentorship program, because I've spoken a lot about my Wealth Frequency Mentorship program, and it's an amazing program. And we are in the middle of the journey, and you can still join, so that's not a problem. You can join whenever you want. But right now, I just really feel compelled to the 7-day 7-day Selling Queen journey, because it's such a beautiful sort of low-priced way to discover how you like it to work with my energy one-on-one, how you like my energetic containers. It's such a beautiful way to really understand also on a deeper level how you can set your energetic boundaries, how you can call in those soul aligned customers, and how you can really tap into this new version of you, like that soul aligned selling queen that is inside of you. So if this feels like a soul aligned offer for you, I really want to encourage you or invite you to go to the sales page for that. I don't really have a sales page, it's just like a quick link with a short description. But I'm just so positive that everybody who's listening to this podcast will so immensely benefit from this 7-day Selling Queen journey, that I just actually wish you all to join. It's really an amazing 7-day journey which will transform so much for you. So I will ask Linda to post a link in the description. You can also go to my sales page, to the shop, and then you will see the 7-day Selling Queen journey right there. And things are going to change a little bit on my website in the future. I think the shop will be sort of transformed to more of an container space, but I'm not sure yet. I'm going to allow it. So for now, you can just go to the shop and find the 7-day Selling Queen journey right there and then. And I will promise you, I am promising you, that it's going to be a magnetic, magnificent, beautiful soul aligned journey for you. Really the next step for you on your path of discovering all the beautiful things that the world has to offer for you. Love you, and I wish you an amazing night, afternoon, morning, whenever it is that you hear this. Bye for now.